Hi, welcome back to another vlog. It is Wednesday, August 2nd. I just got done closing out the last vlog. If you watched that one, I just filmed a whole recap of our baby shower weekend and all the things. And so I don't really have any more to say in this other than I just want to get this vlog kicked off. So that way, if I do have another clip of something that I want to film, there's an intro to this vlog. The most exciting piece of the intro to this vlog is that my best friend is in the hospital having a baby, like right now. I mean, maybe not right now. She's in the hospital, but by the time this vlog is done, you know, there will be a baby. And then obviously by the time this video goes up, he will be multiple months old at that point. But I am just so happy for her. I got up in the middle of the night. I've been getting up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom for however long I've been pregnant at this point. Like, I don't think I've slept through the night without going to the bathroom since like the week I found out. But I got up to go to the bathroom, and I have been, sometimes when I wake up in the middle of the night recently, my stomach growls and I'm hungry. And so I've been eating a snack like in the middle of the night before I go back to bed. And so I happened to be awake eating my middle of the night. It was like 3:45 a.m. snack last night when I get a text from her. I just happened to be awake when she texted me, "It's happening." So just so excited. Hi, it's Friday. I have not done a good job of vlogging this week. And today, right now, I don't even have anything exciting to show you. I know that it is so much more exciting in vlogs when I show and do things instead of just sit here and tell you about them. I understand. There's just sometimes I either am not doing anything besides working and resting and apparently having food on my face. That seems to be a lot of my days, lately. But I have two things to tell you. The first one is my friend had her baby. She had him actually very, very early yesterday morning. So he's good. Mom is good. Everybody's healthy. They're headed home later today. It's gonna be a long time, unfortunately, before I get to see him in person. That is one of the biggest, the fact that we don't live in New York and I can't go meet him and visit her and help her do something for them, in person. I wish we were there so that we could do that, but it is what it is. We live here, and obviously I can't travel there anymore, and so it'll probably be a while. She thankfully has other family here in Chicago too, and they usually come for Christmas. She's not quite sure if that's their plans, if that is going to be their plans for this year or not. It typically was because her family that lives here, it's her brother and sister-in-law, and they have kids. And so they typically would come here for Christmas with the kids. Now that they have their own baby, I don't know if they're gonna be coming to Chicago for Christmas or not. But it would be really lovely to be able to see them and meet their little one, have them meet our little one. But whatever, it doesn't matter. This week is all about just celebrating, welcoming that little boy into the world, and celebrating my friend pushing through literally one of the hardest things, if not the hardest thing in the world. So I'm just so happy for all of them. What was the other thing? Oh, maternity photos. So I think I briefly mentioned it in last week's vlog, but we got our maternity photos back. We did a more limited package for the maternity photos because I just wanted some. I didn't need a whole album of all of the options in the entire universe, and different outfits and multiple locations and all that. I knew I just wanted to document this moment. So we got to pick 8 of them. So of the 8, I ended up picking 3 of me by myself, and then 5 of me and Sam together. And I need to decide, I'm also gonna put one of those in the living room. So I need to decide which one of those of me and Sam that I wanna put in the living room. And then this is where I talked about it in the last vlog. I need to decide if I'm gonna put one of me and Sam in the nursery, in the photo, in the frame that we had people sign at the shower, or if I'm gonna do the picture with the grandparents. I don't know yet. TBD. That's definitely not a priority right now. But I really love how they turned out. The photographer was a referral, a recommendation from my friend who lives here, who had just gotten her headshots redone with this photographer. I did reach out to a couple to get various prices and what they came with and all that jazz. So this one, I reached out to one who did our family photos one year, and she just didn't have any experience with newborns. And so part of it was I booked her for our maternity photos, but then I also booked her for newborn photos when the little one is here. Those are truthfully the more important ones for me. So those were really important. And then I reached out to one other photographer that I found on Instagram. I ended up going with the referral from my friend. So I'm really happy with how they turned out. Anyways, it is Friday afternoon. I'm just taking a break from working to chat with you. I have a couple more work things I need to get to, but I also may end up carrying work over into the weekend. Like I said, I think it was in last week's vlog, I had a rough start to the month, or to the week, which was also the new month, but a rough start to the week where I was just like very sluggish and did not want to get anything done. And so I have a lot to get to before baby girl gets here. So I might carry work a little bit into the weekend, which is not my ideal. And I definitely that has been a priority, like working on that in my business for the last year or so, is transitioning from not working on the weekends. But sometimes it is what it is. And part of that is because we are gonna have a hard stop this evening, because I think Sam and I are gonna go check out a temple here in the city. It was actually a referral from our realtor that we used to find. We are just renting this apartment. I feel like every time I mention realtor, people are like, did you buy? No. My mom used the realtor to rent, or to buy her place. And so the realtor was like, I'm happy to help your daughter and her husband find a place. So we did use a realtor. She recommended the temple. That's where her and her family go. And then Sam ended up having a connection to one of my computer just got really bright. One of the rabbis at the temple. So we had coffee with him like almost right after we moved here. And we kept saying we were gonna go to services. And we had coffee with him in like April. And now it's August. So we are, hopefully, this is like the first Friday in a long time that either one of us hasn't had something going on, or Sam wasn't trying to study, we were both in town, like whatever it is. So I think we're gonna try to do that tonight, which is why I may not get all the work that I need to get done today and carry it over to tomorrow. Not a big deal. I do have one thing that I can actually show you, and not just like show you my face and talk about, and that is that I started brainstorming for next year. Now, by the time you are watching this video, it will be November. So it will be very like, of course it's not weird that you're brainstorming for the next year in November. I am brainstorming in August, mostly because my year, I feel like, is about to be over. Is not like, that sounds so negative, but you know what I mean. In terms of goals, like personal goals, I'm not going to be focused on a whole lot in the next month or so. So I wanted to start brainstorming ideas. This came from, I was actually listening to a podcast episode this morning, and I was like, oh, that's something I think I might want to work on in 2024. So I jotted it down, and then of course it sparked me thinking of some other ideas. So I literally created this. This will obviously be part of the 2024 goal planner that I create, but I just created this one page today because I needed to be able to print it out and get started. And then I went ahead and shared it with the community. So community members, if you didn't see this post back in August, it is in the welcome section on Teachable. But I'm excited. I'm excited to have this already ready to go so that I can feel like, even though for the next 4.5 months, I'm not going to be really focused on personal goals, I have a place to capture what I want to focus on in 2024. It's also a good option to start brainstorming at any time to help keep you focused on whatever it is you're working on now. So even if somebody did want to start brainstorming in August, which is why I shared it with the community, it's not because they're in the same position as me, but it's, let me put this idea down on paper to save it for next year so I can stay focused on what I'm working on this year. And that mentality can translate literally at any time. It could be for the next month or the next quarter, but just by getting the things that are in your head out of your head and down on a brainstorm sheet, it allows for you to continue to stay focused on whatever the current time frame it is that you're working on. And that time frame doesn't have to be an entire calendar year. It can be a week, a month, or a quarter. So I pretty much always have brainstorm pages for all of those different time frames going at any given time. Again, right now I don't, because of my stage in life, but normally I have a next month brainstorm page going, I have a next quarter brainstorm page going, and then I have a next year brainstorm page going at pretty much at all times. Hey, sweet girl, do you want to say hi? No, I want to sniff all the things. All right, so here's a check-in at the nursery right now. The bed is covered in stuff, and then I've moved out pretty much everything, and I'll show you why in just a bit. To be honest, you all, I'm gonna show you what's all here on the bed, but let me quickly flip you around. Oh my gosh, so my headphones in. I clearly look tired. Today was icky. It was like outside, like it was raining pretty much all day, super humid, and we have a lot of natural light in our apartment, but when it's raining, it just makes it feel dark and gloomy in here. And I was tired. Sam was gone all day at a concert, at a music festival, and I just have been like, I made a list of things I would like to get to, and I think I got to like a third, give or take. So it's better than nothing. At least I checked a few things off. I like tidied up a couple rooms. I washed the sheets until I changed the sheets on the bed. And what else did I do? I know I did a couple things because like I remember checking them off, but now I can't think. And then my mom and I went to the grocery store. We didn't need like a huge haul, so I didn't show you. It was just like a couple of staples. I did a grocery haul a few vlogs ago, and that is what we get. It was just a couple of those things that we had happened to run out of, like half and half and cereal and whatnot. And then my mom and I went and had dinner. So now I'm gonna show you the nursery. We're gonna check in, and then I'm gonna take a bath, and then I'm gonna go to bed in my freshly cleaned sheets. So we haven't done much, but I thought I would show you like some of the fun things we got at the shower or that I've ordered. Hi, sweet girl. Look at this cute kitty. And yeah, so first up, I don't remember who I saw share this on Instagram, but this is from Amazon and I registered for it and someone got it. It is a giant box of bows, literally every color you could ever imagine. I'm obviously very excited to put bows on my little girl, but they are very like super, super, super soft and really stretchy bands. So when she's little and has a little tiny head, look how far out it stretches. It can go on her like a headband, but then it's like tight enough that it could go around like a ponytail once she is a little bit older. And then also, this is like the whole pile of hair stuff. A couple other bow things that people got. Hairbrush, and then this bow holder that I also saw somebody share. Like I've been following a lot of obviously like mom Instagram accounts. And so I saw somebody share this. And so I snagged it. Look at this. Oh, I'm so excited to set this up. We have to get this stuff built and have know the spacing of those furniture pieces, but it's gonna go like right here-ish. So I'm really excited. It's got space for like a bunch of different types of things, types of bows and whatnot. So that's like all of the hair stuff. We've got a couple like little stuffed animals. One of our friends got her this bunny rabbit because she's gonna be born in the year of the rabbit. This little like tutu outfit. Freaking cute. I thought there was a headband. I feel like there is. Oh yeah, there's a little flower headband with it as well. And then look, this pile of clothes. I just have to quickly show you because they're so cute. So my grandfather's girlfriend got her this in Hershey, Pennsylvania when she was visiting family. My grandfather got her these onesies at HEB down in Texas. So born Texas tough. 100% Texas grown. I mean, she's not, but her parents were. So this little onesie was a gift from my in-laws, and I've since found the brand and I'm obsessed. Like I want to get everybody this gift, but it's this company. Well, I've since found the brand, Laken, it's right here. It was on the tag. I didn't have to try very hard, but it's called Joy Street, and they don't have every city, but they have a good number of cities. And it's this beautiful, I don't even know if the camera is going to do it justice. This beautiful pattern. This one happens to be Houston, and they come in a bunch of different colors, a bunch of different styles. This happens to be like the sleeper style, but they've got little onesies. They've got 2-piece pajama sets for older kids, but it's like everything Houston, like itty bitty tiny, but it's so freaking cute. And I am about to buy the New York one as a gift for somebody because I just think it's so cool. Like a little astronaut. Oh my gosh, it's just so freaking cute. So my in-laws got her that. Look at this little Minnie Mouse outfit. Cute. Some sleepers. Chicago style. I love that one. Oops. This is my first rodeo. How freaking cute is that? And then a bunch of Spurs onesies. And then a little Cowboys onesie. This pile over here, well, not the blanket. This is all like bath stuff. Changing table, the rainbow changing pad covers that I picked out. And then I am so excited. Obviously, by the time this video goes out, I will have already announced on Instagram. So you probably would have seen her name somewhere, but in case you haven't yet, here's her name. So this is a bunch of stuff that I personally ordered. So it's from a brand called Caden Lane, and they were showing me advertisements for their stuff forever. And I was waiting until we picked the middle name to order it, and then all of it came in. So I got this little, I'm like out of breath just from filming this clip. So I got this little wooden thing to fill in with her stats and like take a picture of her in the hospital. I showed this to Sam the other day and he goes, "Is that a coaster? Is that for me?" I was like, "No, it's not a coaster." This blanket with her name on it, which is so stinking soft. Like it's just so soft, y'all. So I'm excited to have this both for in the hospital, but also like to take photos and stuff and to have it home. Then this is the same, it's supposed to be the same color as the blanket. It's a little bit lighter, is a robe for me to match in the hospital. And then this is her little outfit for the hospital. Look at how cute this is, little buttons. And it, again, it is so soft, and it's long, and you tie it at the bottom. It's like one of those ties. And then it came with the hat, but of course I had to buy the bow. I had to. I just had to buy the bow. So I got all that stuff delivered. I'm obsessed. Socks, I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but like those could go over there with the clothes. Mittens for the stroller, a diaper caddy so that we can, you know, carry the diaper stuff around the apartment and change in different rooms. This is the color of the curtains. I guess I could turn it over and actually show you that they're curtains. I need to get a curtain rod though, and then we'll get those hung up. We got a couple of pillows over here. Well, this is something that a lot of people recommended. I forget, it's called a Snuggle Me, I think, that they lay in and it feels cozy. Boppy pillow. This is the sheet pattern. I feel like I mentioned this somewhere that I got, like that I had picked out sheets with little airplanes. And then that is just the mattress cover. Saving these boxes for a family friend who's moving, who wanted some boxes. And then the crib mattress is over there inflating because we just took it out of the box today. So it needs to grow. This corner was filled with lots of boxes, some of which needed to go, like if you remember the last nursery update, some of those boxes needed to go to the storage unit, some needed to go to Goodwill. We took care of those. And then the rest of the boxes are out here in the living room because that is where most of it is going to get put together. And I just wanted to make space for the crib and the changing table that will go in those corners. So we have lots of fun things, a little bouncy chair. We've got the car seat and the stroller, some other miscellaneous gifts and things we need to take out. This is the crib, that is the changing table, and then the pack and play is over there. So Sam is in charge of the changing table and the crib, which I don't know if he is going to put them together out here and then carry them into the nursery, or if he is going to push those boxes into the nursery and put them together in there. I don't know what his plan is. And then I'm going to start to tackle the rest of this stuff and getting it all set up. I did register. Nobody's gotten it yet. I'm about to buy it myself. So I'm at the point, you don't need to stare at the boxes while I talk about this, and I want to sit down. So I'm at the point where I'm so incredibly thankful for all of our friends and family who've gotten gifts, and like no expectations whatsoever. And I know like all of our parents have bought stuff at this point. So I'm not like, again, not expecting necessarily anybody else to get anything. The shower's over, like it's, you know, whatever. So there are a couple things on the registry that are must-have items that I'm gonna purchase myself so that I can start to set them up. And like, obviously there's some still fun books and toys and things that I'm just gonna leave there. And eventually maybe I'll get them, or someone gets a gift card. I know there's a couple of Sam's family members. So if you don't know or haven't talked about it, oh, I never told you how services were last night, because I did talk about it yesterday. That Sam is Jewish, and so some of his family members don't want to buy gifts until after she is born. And so I think it's okay that like there's still stuff there. But like I picked out a mat, like a squishy play mat to fill up that corner, and that's where I'm gonna put like the little pillow and like that kind of stuff is gonna all live in that corner. And now that I'm talking about it, this always happens, right? I like start talking and then my brain like processes it as I'm speaking. I don't necessarily need to buy the mats right this second. I mean, we will use them like for tummy time and to hang out and to play, like to have her little, then there's, you know, the mat will cover the whole space, but then there's the mat that you lay under with the toys above, you know, that will live on that mat. But I can start putting the things together without having the mat there. But again, I'm not expecting anybody to get anything else. So if there's anything else that I want before she's here, I feel like I'm just at the point where I'm gonna get it. So the mats, a rug for her nursery. That's another one of those things that I'm like, I think before we put the crib and changing table in there, like I should just buy the rug and put that down. And then the monitor. That's like the one other big thing on the registry that has not been purchased that I'm like, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just get that so that I can get it set up and get comfortable with how to use it, etc. So that is on my list of things to do probably next week, along with everything else I want to get done. But yeah, that's the update on the nursery and where things are at. But again, now that the shower's over and, you know, hosting family and all of that, I feel like I can really start putting things together and getting things ready for her. So anyways, services were great last night. The lead rabbi who led was absolutely fantastic. The assistant rabbi ended up actually giving the sermon, but she studied with Sam's childhood friend, who is the rabbi who married us. What a small world. And so we got to meet both of them afterwards, and it was fantastic. So it was great. I'm very glad we went, and then we went and had dinner afterwards, and it was kind of like a nice little impromptu date night, which checks off one of my goals for the month, actually. That was August 4th, so that feels good. And yeah, I mean, it was great. We would like to start going more regularly, so we don't have any plans next Friday, so I think we're gonna go again next Friday. It's within like walking distance of our apartment. It's a pretty long walk, but there's lots of restaurants and stuff in between, and so we passed lots of restaurants that we were like, oh, we could go there, we could go there. So it might be a nice like kind of tradition, at least for the next couple of weeks leading up to baby time, is going to services and then going to dinner afterwards. I think that's it. I feel like this vlog didn't really have a whole lot to it, but I also didn't kick it off until like Wednesday night, so that probably didn't help. I'll try to be better next week. That's all I can, just 1 week at a time. And it's also a lot of vlogging at this point. I'm glad I did it this way, but at the same, like I have 2 left. I looked at the calendar. I have 2 left after this vlog before we're back to our regularly scheduled videos, which then will pretty much immediately turn around and be vlogs for Vlogmas. So, but I have 2 weeks left. So maybe I'll challenge myself to maybe try and like show something every day next week or something. Who knows? What do we have going on next week? Like, is that even feasible? Probably. I don't see why not. We have nothing like major. My mom has company next weekend that will probably end up, like it's her family friend, one of her best friends from high school, and her twin sons that are 20 something, are coming to visit. And so we'll probably end up doing something with them at some point next weekend, but I'm not hosting them, so I don't have to do any. My mom is, you know, washing sheets and cleaning and all the things that you do when you host people. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Like I said, I'm gonna go take a nice long bubble bath and then get in bed early and enjoy my nice clean sheets. So that is gonna be it for this vlog. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every week focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. Let me try this one more time, because the